You're watching the Alabama Weather Network.
This is the afternoon weather briefing. This is for Thursday, the 9th of October. This is meteorologist James Spann. It's pretty dry across Alabama today, and we're going to stay dry for a while. We see no chance of rain for the weekend, no chance of rain next week, but it will be pretty pleasant as cooler air drops in. Let's go right to the upper air look around the nation today. Fairly high amplitude pattern. We have a big upper low that's off the Pacific Northwest coast and a trough coming into the Pacific Northwest. And we have a ridge in place across the middle of the country and a trough over the northeast United States. And for us, we have a northwest flow aloft and a pretty dry air mass in place. So let's poke around here and look at the radar, see if we can find anything. We're live at 2:40. For those watching live on the socials, that's the radar coming out of Maxwell Air Force Base. Let's look at the Birmingham radar. And you know what? I mean, you've really got to look hard here. Right there is one little bitty shower that's near Edwardsville, right by the Shoal Creek Market and Grill in Cleburne County. And really and truly, that's it. I mean, you might argue the fact that this could be a little sprinkle right here that is in far western Calhoun County near the Anniston Army Depot. There might be a little shower here in Talladega County down to the south of Munford, but really that Cleburne County shower, that's about it. And everything else you see there is ground return. We'll check the coastal radars very quickly, and again, there's just nothing there in Alabama, Mobile, and Baldwin counties. We do note a few showers on the Florida Gulf Coast at around 30A, down toward Mexico Beach, Cape San Blas, Indian Pass, getting a few showers there. But again, for most of Alabama, it's just going to be dry for a while. We'll show the new drought monitor here in just a second. Here's the visible satellite view. And for the western side of the state, totally clear. For the eastern half of the state, some scattered clouds. And again, there's the radar composite across the deep south. Just not showing much at all. For the eastern side of the state with those clouds, they're in the low and mid-70s. Auburn 73, Eufaula 75, Anniston 76. But over on the western side of the state, where the sun is out in full force, we've still got some mid-80s. For example, Tuscaloosa 84, Mobile 87. We'll check the watch warning map around the nation. Look at all the flash flood watches back in the southwest. Arizona, parts of Utah, southwest Colorado, southeast Nevada, parts of far southern California. That's for tropical moisture coming up from the system that was Priscilla. And up in the northeast, just the opposite, we have freeze warnings in effect for much of New England as they're getting the coldest air they've seen so far this season. No severe storms expected today or tomorrow. On day 3, which is Saturday, there's a marginal risk for parts of Utah and Arizona. But again, we're dry down here. In fact, here's a look at rain for the next 7 days, and just not much at all. The little green specks you see there, that's for any isolated showers that form this evening. And after today, we're pretty much dry. Tomorrow, the weekend, all of next week. And the new drought monitor is out. It was released this morning. And you can see that the extreme drought, that's a D3, continues to expand in West Alabama. Tuscaloosa, Greensboro, Demopolis, Utah, Uniontown, Aliceville. The areas in red on that map. And we've got a severe drought for a pretty good chunk of south and central Alabama. The Tennessee Valley faring much better because they saw some decent rains a few weeks ago. But again, we clearly need rain, and we're just not going to get rain anytime soon. So let's check the tropical situation here. We have Jerry, one name system on the board. The little yellow X up in the North Atlantic, that's a cold core system. That's not tropical. That will not be a tropical storm. And Jerry, that's it. That's the 7-day outlook. Other than Jerry, nothing over the next 7 days. Jerry is packing sustained winds of 65 miles per hour. Looks a little lopsided. Some shearing going on, some dry air getting in the system. The stronger winds are most likely on the east side of the system, which is good for the Leeward Islands, as this will be passing near the northern Leeward Islands tonight, where they've got a tropical storm warning in effect. And from there, it could become a minimal hurricane tomorrow. afternoon and tomorrow night on the journey north. And again, this thing will be passing well east-southeast of Bermuda as a Category 1 hurricane. And this thing stays far, far east of the United States. And again, other than that, it is very, very calm. So model fans, here we go. European, 12Z run, 4 o'clock tomorrow. Kind of a broad trough that's over the southeastern states, a little shortwave over the Great Lakes, trough coming into the Pacific Northwest. And for Alabama, should be a dry day. We start the day in the upper 50s and low 60s highs, 70s for North Alabama, low 80s for South Alabama. And just for the fun of it, high-resolution HERS showing nothing tomorrow afternoon. Should be a great night for high school football tomorrow night. Saturday, we start the day in the 50s, maybe some upper 40s for the cooler pockets over North Alabama. The high Saturday around 80. It'll be a great night for football in Auburn. Temperatures coming down quickly through the 70s into the 60s. Same thing Sunday. We start the day in the 50s, the high in the low 80s in most spots. And next week just looks dry. There's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and a week from today, Thursday, the 18th of October, got ridging the axis a little west of here, big trough in the west. And again, that's a dry, warm look. High should be in the 80s next week. So let's keep going. Try and find some rain and cooler air. What do you say? This is 10 days out. This is Sunday, the 19th of October. Still got that ridge on the Gulf Coast, and that still looks dry. Here's a look at rain for the next 15 days. Maybe a little bit later in the month. This is between now and the 24th of October. The mean, it's about a half inch. Not much. And we got a few outliers in the ensemble. There are 51 ensemble members, but again, you're looking for the mean. About a half inch there. Temperatures coming off the national blend of models. Mid to upper 70s tomorrow and Saturday, then back in the 80s next week. Lows next week around 60. All right, and this is yesterday's 8 to 14 day guidance, so let's see if the new one is in, and it is. And we'll drop it in the set. You can watch it change, and there we go. This is for October 17th through October 23rd. Once again, temperatures above average. I'm telling you, there will be a pattern flip. And before you know it, people are going to be griping because it's too cold and it's too wet. But for now, it looks warm and dry, most likely through the rest of October. But you know what's coming. November, that is the beginning of the tornado season in Alabama. Hey, let's roll some Children's of Alabama Kid Cam. I like it. Like it a lot. The School for Amazing Kids in Helena. These little ones, they love to learn about the weather. I love that cake. It's marvelous. Tell you what, we had a great time today. These kids were great listeners, great learners. Check out the shirt this guy's rocking right here. That's what I'm talking about. You got to respect that polygon. But we did some talks about weather instruments, thunderstorms. They're good. We need them. There's no need to be afraid of them. Tornadoes and much more. So, again, to the School for Amazing Kids in Helena. Thanks a lot for a great visit earlier today. You guys are looking good. So once again, we're live here at 247, and we've got a few thunderstorms on the Florida coast today, moving south. Had some rain coming through Panama City Beach earlier. Got some showers near 30A, but those are gradually moving offshore. But again, for inland Alabama, there's just not much to show here. Let's see. I can define basically two showers. There's the one near Edwardsville. That's in Cleburne County. And this one down here just south of Munford, south of Highway 21, near the Clay-Talladega County line. And really, that's about it. And I'm afraid after today, I'm not even going to have that much rain to show you for a while. So tomorrow, I am going to be, actually, let me say tonight, I'm going to be on the Storm Front Freaks podcast at 8 o'clock Central. I'll post up their live stream on my social channels. And listen, we've been doing Weather Brains for almost 20 years, our weather show, but we love all the other weather shows. It's great. And these guys have been on the air, I think, for about 10 years. They've been around for a while. But again, Stormfront Freaks tonight at 8. Tomorrow, Weaver Elementary School program there. Then I'll be swinging by the Love Lady Center in Birmingham. That's an amazing ministry for women and children. Goodness, they do a good job. And they're doing this sitting on a bench where you basically sit on the bench with the director, and she's out there for 24 consecutive hours just talking about various things. And we're going to talk about it when I'm there about 11. Tomorrow evening, I will be at McAdory High School, home of the Yellow Jackets, for Friday Night Rivals. That's our game of the week on our sister station in the Birmingham market, My 68. It is Hueytown at McAdory. It'll be at 7 o'clock. I'll be on ABC 3340 at 4, 5, and 6. Then Saturday, I'll be on the campus of the University of North Alabama. Be speaking there at 1. By the way, Sunday, I'll be at Lexington Methodist Church for a special event that evening back up in Lauderdale County. So that'll be a lot of fun. Don't forget, you can catch my forecast every day on ABC 3340 during the evening and also on great radio stations around the state, including in Birmingham, 104.7 WZZK. Thanks for watching. Have a marvelous Thursday evening, and God bless.